Hi, it's Megan. So, when I heard that Tom Ford was going to have 25 new Lips and Boys, of course, I had to pre-order a couple, right? And that's actually what it came down to. It really was just a few shades that I ended up getting. So last year for Black Friday, if you don't know, Tom Ford introduced 50 shades, which was like way too many for me to process on Black Friday, of mini lipsticks. And last year they were $32 for 0.07 ounces. This year they were $35. And the top 25 from last year carried over into this year with 25 new releases. Now, I think Tom Ford has to be probably the most brilliant marketer, not just in the cosmetics industry, but just in general right now. And every time he releases these things, I just get drawn in. But I will say, in Tom Ford's defense, that almost always the quality and also the eye for color, and that's kind of the thing that sets apart different brands for me, is quality is one thing, and then there's packaging and marketing and all of that, but when it comes down to it, a lot of times what really sets a great product apart from a not so great product is just the companies or designers or whatever who have a really great eye for colors that will look good, not just swatched or in the tube, but will look good on people. And that's what I think Tom Ford does even better than the marketing. So I was really excited, and I was also really lucky because the person who helps me at Tom Ford and Neiman Marcus let me see these ahead of time. So I'll put a link in the description to this video of my swatches from when I went into Neiman Marcus and got to try them all. So when I pre-ordered, I had actually tried on almost 25 Lips and Boys. And so something like Hero, for example, which is a really beautiful orange, was awful on me, but gonna be gorgeous on others. But I was able to kind of sort through that and pick the ones that I like the best. So why did I only order 3, and what are my general thoughts on the collection? And then, so what I have on my lips right now is Drake, and I'm gonna try on Kingston and Tony as well. And you can see what you think. So first of all, I thought that this was a great compliment to the 25 that they were re-releasing. I didn't think that this particular selection was a complete release on its own. There were 2 things that were really good for some people. One is that there were a lot more cool shades, which some people had complained to me that they had a hard time with the first set of Lips and Boys because they tended to be a little bit warmer overall, and not everybody can wear warm shades. So my daughter, my mom, and my aunt all have cool undertones where I lean slightly warmer. That means I'm always on the lookout for cooler tone shades, and so that was really great. There were a lot of really beautiful cool pinks. There were a lot of really cool purples, less corals, less reds, and then there were also like the set of browns, which is the second thing that's good. Browns look really great on some people. They look really awful on me. So, I mean, really awful. Occasionally, if I'm really careful with the other makeup I wear, I can pull off a brown, but it takes some effort. So I tend to, of all the colors I don't buy super cool tones, I don't buy browns, and I tend not to buy things that are too metallic or shimmery because, go figure, they lean a little cool on me. And that was the other thing about this collection. I thought a lot of them were not fully opaque, and a lot, the word from Tom Ford was they were going to have more finishes, but I didn't see any mattes, honestly. I saw a lot of really shimmery metallic colors that were already leaning cool tones, so a lot of them didn't work on me. And my last thought, just overall in the collection, is that a lot of them weren't fully opaque, which for someone like me who has somewhat pigmented lips, that's actually a really good thing, because that means that the shades will swatch one way, but then with my more pigmented lips, they're gonna look a little bit better because they're gonna pick up my natural undertone, which obviously fits my face and works for me. But I still didn't go crazy. I might go back and get a couple more, but I don't know. These are the 3 I walked away with. So first, Drake. And this is the one that sold out first online, and you know, whatever. Still the same great Tom Ford formula. I really like Tom Ford lipsticks. It's like this light, creamy, emollient, non-drying, great wearing formula. And I thought overall, these all kind of fit that. They lasted, some of the lighter ones, because I was wearing that every time I went to Neiman Marcus, I would wear a different one out. Some of the lighter ones lasted maybe only 2 hours on me, but for me, that's a really long time for a lighter lipstick. And some of the longer ones were 3+ hours. And all 3 of the ones I got stained a little bit, but they didn't bleed, they didn't bunch up, they didn't kind of gather in the lip lines, they didn't wear unevenly. They were just pretty. I really love the 3 I got. So Drake is what I wrote, like a medium purple raspberry. And I was thinking as I wrote this down, like, what do I mean by, I've got like boysenberry, raspberry. What do I mean by different berries? So raspberry to me is like a purple based with a strong dose of reddish rose pink. And it has kind of a multicolor pearl shimmer. This definitely leans cooler toned. In fact, the two of the 3 I got lean cooler toned. Tony I thought was slightly warmer than an old one, Leonardo. So this is the cute little lipstick. They're so cute. And in the Tom Ford packaging, which we all love. And you can see, I just don't think it's fully opaque on me. And this one I thought was less kind of metallic shimmery than a lot of the others I tried on. And like I said, it's not that I don't like them, it's just that they tend not to look as good on me. They're too cool toned. So this is a really rich, beautiful, pinkish purple shade. And it's also, like I said, a lot less metallic. A couple people online had commented that a few of the shades felt, I don't know, kind of gritty, but I didn't notice that. I guess I can go back to Neiman Marcus and see. The next one is Kingston. Kingston, I had a hard time deciding between Kingston and Joaquin, and I would say the difference is Kingston is a little bit more pink and Joaquin's a little bit more berry. It's a little bit more muted. It didn't really pop on me. It was pretty, but it didn't really pop. So this is Kingston, and that's what it looks like. And I like to do the lip switch on camera. So you can see I've got slight, if you've seen my other videos, you can see I've got slight staining. Even I just put Drake on before the video. We messed up there, that's okay. So Kingston, I said, is a bright berry pink fuchsia. It's cool toned. It has little like bits of fuchsia pearl. You can see little bits of like shimmer, tiny. Again, this is not one of the more shimmery shades, but it does have shimmer in it. And I think it's too pink. Did I say too pink to be fuchsia? Beautiful, beautiful shade. It pops. It's like medium dark, and it's just a vibrant shade. It's bright, but it's not too bright. The funny thing about this one is I feel like it's a lot less bright outside of the store. The lights, artificial lights, just really made it look kind of weird, but out of the store. So I'm comparing this with Francesco. So Francesco is right here, and my new one, Kingston, is right here. So they're very close, but Francesco is a little bit more pink. This one's got a little bit more purple in it, which actually works better on my skin tone. So the next one is my favorite of all the boys this year, this go round, and this is Tony. And so Tony, I said it's a medium red, and it's kind of got neutral undertones. It has a sheen but no shimmer. So this is one of the ones that, since I didn't like how shimmery a lot of them were, metallic, this one was one of the less metallic ones, but it's got this like really beautiful sheen to it. And this one stains the most. But again, all of them I don't think are fully opaque, so they're picking up a little bit of my natural lip tone, and they're going to look different on other people. So this is Tony right here, and it looks kind of neutral in undertone until you compare it with Leonardo. And I got Leonardo last time round. When I compare it with Leonardo, all of a sudden it looks a lot warmer. Leonardo definitely looks like it leans a little bit more pink, purple. So there we have, and cooler. So there we have Tony on the top right there, and then we have Leonardo. They totally look incredibly different when you compare them like that. And all of a sudden this one doesn't look quite as cool toned. So I love this one. I'm actually thinking about getting a backup of this one. It's so pretty. I love it. And this was actually my sales assistant's favorite one too. So these are my new Lips and Boys. I'm thinking about getting a couple more, but I haven't decided yet. I don't know. Anyway, thoughts, suggestions, if you have some, and there's one that I absolutely have to get, I would love to hear. Not that I need another lipstick, but you know how that goes. And happy holidays, and please subscribe on YouTube. It does help me a lot. Thank you.